and today is the birthday of this first human image and the beginning of a long story and fast story of MRI. We need to come back a little earlier, in the 70s. 70s, you need to think that we had only the X-ray, the CT, to do imaging, to see what is inside the body. And in parallel to this, it was coming step by step some new areas close to what we call nuclear magnetic resonance. NMR is close to MRI because it was a precursor of MRI. It was to do spectroscopy. Spectroscopy is to see what is inside a tissue. And some people, some radiologists, researchers were trying to change this spectroscopy to an image. And at the beginning of 70s, 73, as an example, we have Paul Letterboer who worked on the first way to do a 2D image. And finally, in 1977, we had the first images. It was performed first by Peter Mansfield. He was doing an image of a bell pepper. And some times after, just the same year, we had the first human image. It was done by Raymond Damadian. And it was then the 3rd of July, 1977. We can say that first it was like a race to reach a higher signal, to be faster, to have a better contrast, and to go on additional indications. Because of course, at the beginning, when you start, you're always starting on something simple. Then we're starting with the brain. It's like a ball. It's easy to image because it's not moving. And step by step to go on other parts of the body. Then major evolution, I can say that, as I said just before, the main magnetic field was 1.5 Tesla, and this was the first main evolution, is about quantity of magnetic field of this system. After, we need to wait some years, in 1986, to have the beginning of what we call fast imaging. It was using new sequences, it was using contrast media, and the way to reach several images just in some minutes, to compare before that we can reach an image, a 2D image, in 10 minutes. So it was really a huge step to accelerate the acquisition and to have faster imaging. After, it was going on full body, working on angiography and different applications in oncology, vascular, functional imaging, in 3D imaging. Then a lot of things in the evolution, like we know in standard way, going from 2D to 3D and to see different details inside the body on different applications. Another step was reached at the beginning of the new century in 2000. First, it was on the technical aspect, working on the magnetic field itself, then going to 3 Tesla, to 7 Tesla. 7 Tesla is still like a research field. We can, it was approved like as a clinical field in 2018, but it's mostly like a research field. But 3 Tesla was reaching a step by step more and more the market, and now it's very combined between 1.5 and 3 Tesla. And after, in parallel, it was also the different strategies to go faster. The main characteristic of the evolution is usually to go faster. It was with different technologies, with the coils to receive the information, with parallel imaging, to have a stochastic acquisition of the information, again, to go faster. So an image that you could reach in 5 minutes, you can reach after in 2 minutes, in 30 seconds, again, to go again faster. The other evolution was to be free of artifacts, to have better quality of images. Then new sequences to try to reach image with a good quality, well-defined information. When I say about sequences, you need to think that it's like music. In music, you have a score, and you, depending on the black and white you put, you have a music, a melody. In MRI is exactly the same. If you put in different orders, it can be not reachable at all. But if you put in a good order, you will have a specific information. And it was a strength of MRI compared to CT, that it's not one contrast. You have the opportunity to do a lot of type of images with a lot of information. And I want to say that maybe the last evolution, but maybe the most important for the patient, was focus on the patient, to try to do MRI with lower noise, because it's very difficult to be inside of MRI. Yes, it's very noisy and stressful for the patient. And with lower noise, with larger diameter to avoid claustrophobia, and with lighter coils, and this element we are putting on the surface of the body to be more comfortable. The trends I can see is on the way to be safe. Safe in different ways, but also in contrast media. We see that we inject less, and there are huge pressure to inject less contrast media, and it's one part of the story. And when I say also that we want to be fast, we want also to be confident on the information. And by this way, there are a lot of works to go on extra information and in a faster way. I mean, you do one acquisition, and in this acquisition, you have several contrasts, several images with several information in one shot. Then this is one way to work. Then it's something also that we see on the last congresses is to have what we say abbreviated sequences, is again to try to reach information again in a shorter way. It's the case mainly in cardiac and breast. And interest is not just to be shorter. We see that by this way of working, we are more confident also on the diagnostic behind.